Díomh go léir. Is mise Dr. Helen Marr, las uachtarán cohanais agsúlacht agus cuimsiú. Agus is cúis áthais éadam fáilte a chur romh an lá speisialta seo. Tá míad an seo inniu chun ceiliúradh poiblí a dhéanamh an gasca acadúil atá déanta a gcuibh I gceann mhór cuaig cuasaí líon le cúpla bliain anuas. Lá mór I bhéileadh na hoscoile atá ann, agus océad níos mó agus níos tábhachtaí arís I mhór saoil féin. Go maith sibh mhór géimíocht uair agus guim gach rá ormh sa saoil atá romh amach mar céimethe de cuid ollscoil na Galway. My name is Dr. Helen Marr, Vice President for Equality, Diversity and Inclusion. And on behalf of the University of Galway, I want to extend to you all a very warm welcome to this ceremony. It is a special day for all of us in the university, and I want to start by introducing you to the various people who are central to today's event. To my left is the President of the University of Galway, Professor Ciarán O'Hogarty, who presides over the ceremony. With him is Emer Toner, who will open and close the formal part of the ceremony. Behind me is Professor Walter Gear, Dean of the College of Science and Engineering, who will present students to the President, and we are joined also by colleagues from the college who have played their part in ensuring you were able to graduate today. I now hand over to the Student Union President, Mr. Dean Kenny, who will make a commencement address, after which Ms. Toner will open the formal proceedings in Latin.
Díomh, a céimethe, a cóide, a teaghlaigh agus a cuairteoirí. Good afternoon, graduates, parents, guardians, relatives, friends, faculty and guests. I'd also like to say thanks because that's the first time I've been clapped for before I started speaking this week, so it takes a lot of the pressure off. Today is your graduation. Today is a day that many of you have talked about and looked forward to over the last few years. And certainly, we've all had that thought at one stage or another that we'd never make it here. But I'd like you all now to take a breath, relax, try and shake off some of the formality of the ceremony. I know it's very intimidating seeing all the gowns and the dresses and everything. But remember, it's your graduation. So take a breath and say to yourself, I did it. Over the course of today, you'll be dragged this way and that to get in this picture and that picture, to talk to this relative that wants to say congratulations to you. But at least for this hour and a half or so, know that it is all about you. You've all had great support, I'm sure, from friends and family and lecturers over the course of your studies, but ultimately this is your achievement. There will be many rounds of applause later on, but the one person you don't get to applaud today is yourself. So I'd like you to take that opportunity now, put your hands together, and graduates of 2023, give yourself a very well-deserved bualadh. I believe there's a special spirit within this group of people sitting among us today. I'm sure it's a sentiment echoed year after year at speeches such as these, that this collection of individuals has endured hardships like no other. But I think in this packed room, that sentiment rings true. You all have had a university experience like no other. You've withstood a global pandemic when all teaching was made virtual almost overnight. You've had to endure Zoom calls upon Zoom calls. You've had to endure home haircuts, pubs closing at 8 o'clock, lecturers trying to figure out how to unmute a microphone and how to share a screen. We've truly seen some terrible things. We've gone through a name change, though I imagine many of us will find it difficult to refrain from calling this place NUIG. And on a more sad note, we have yet to see Mayo win an All-Ireland final. I can say that because I'm from Mayo. For those of us that were here before 2020, maybe our mature students or otherwise in the room, we saw Galway in the good times. We've seen the rise and fall of various beloved nightclubs and a big change to this city that we will forever hold dear. We've made friends, enemies, exes, drinking buddies, study partners. We've had good times, bad times, great times, and even those, oh Jesus, when's that due times. There's been early mornings, late nights, 9 a.m. lectures, evening study sessions, endless assignments, Harvard referencing, placement, and even online exams. I think it's fair to say that some of us adapted better to those online exams than others. I will now recite some poetry in the true fashion of someone who was asked to speak at a ceremony and didn't know what to say. This is a shortened version of a poem called If by Rudyard Kipling, and it speaks to the resilient nature that you have all displayed throughout your time in college. If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you. If you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowance for their doubting too. If you can wait and not be tired by waiting or being lied about, don't deal in lies, or being hated, don't give way to hating, and yet don't look too good nor talk too wise. If you can dream and not make dreams your master, if you can think and not make thoughts your aim, if you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two impostors just the same, if you can bear to hear the truth you've spoken, twisted by knaves to make a trap for fools, or watch the things you gave your life to broken and stoop and build them up with worn-out tools, if you can talk with crowds and keep your virtue, or walk with kings nor lose the common touch, if neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you, if all men count with you but none too much, if you can fill the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth of distance run, yours is the earth and everything that's in it, and, which is more, you'll be a man, my son. I'm sure that many of you will go on and enjoy very successful careers within your chosen fields. Many of you will go on to do fantastic things in your respective field of science. But today is not just about that piece of paper you will receive. Albert Einstein once said, "Education is what remains when one has forgotten what one has learned in school." Your degree that you will receive today is much, much more than a 1-1 or a 2-2. It represents the journey that you've embarked on here since you entered as a first year, or as that naive teenager, desperately trying to find your way around and just make friends. Think of how far you've come, from that first year to the person you are today, surrounded by your loved ones, about to graduate from this university. I know Galway will always hold a very special place in all of our hearts, regardless of what extraordinary things you all go on to achieve. But I ask you to keep that resilience with you, wherever you go in life, and never be afraid to stand up for yourself, because you are amazing. To once again quote Rudyard Kipling, if you can dream and not make dreams your master. Parents and guardians here today, you should all be incredibly proud of the person you are here with. They've contributed much more to this place in their short time here than simply assignments and MCQs. They have made a lasting impression that will not be forgotten quickly and are now part of the history of the University of Galway. To speak now to you, the graduates, directly, and I'll finish on this note. It says something about this group of people sitting here today that the university had to ensure you are completely out the gap to make Rag Week official again. So wherever life leads you, hold your head high, stand proud, and never, ever lose that resilience. I hope you have a great night, stay safe, try not to fall coming up them steps. Gur míle maith agus gnáir an táil leat. Slán.
Pre honorabilis praeses totaque universitarias. Haec comitia universitaria hodie convocatas sunt, ut quidam homines ad gradus academicos admittantur. Eos easque presentabit Professor Walter Geer.
Priorabilis Praeses Totaque Universitas, College of Science and Engineering. First of all, we have a higher doctorate in published works in the sciences. Presenter vobis hanc miam filiam quam sio tam moribus quam doctrina ablium ad idoneum esse que admitator ad gradum doctoratus scientiae propter opera edite, ique tibi fide mia testo expondeo totique academiae.
Ego auctoritate mihi concessa, admitto te a gradum doctoratus in scientiae propter opera edita.
Maria Byrne. Doctor of Philosophy or PhD in Science. Presento vobis hasce, mias filias quas omnes sia tam moribus quam doctrinabilis et idoneas esse qui admittantur ad gradum doctoratus philosophiae, ique tibi fide mia testor expendeo totique academiae.
Ego auctoritate mihi concessa, admitto vos ad gradum doctoratus philosophiae.
Antje Kockendorfer. Tanushree Mandal. Honours Bachelor of Science. Presenter vobis hasce, mias filias filiosque mios quos omnes sio tam moribus quam doctrina habilis et idoneos esse qui admittantur ad gradum baccalaureatus scientiae honoro cusu confecto, ique tibi fide mia testor expondeo totique academiae.
Ego auctoritate mihi concessa, admitto vos ad gradum baccalaureatus in scientiae honoro curso confecto.
Muhammad Umar Hassan. Carol Allison. Kira Abby Anderson. Temi Tope Areg Besola. Sahar Ashad. Keelan Barrett. Carol Ann Bateman. Attila Benchik. Emma Ellen Brennan. Laura Brereton. Claire Broderick. Neve Tara Burke. Mehmet Han Bayukdag. Benjamin Carnegie Gibbons. Aoife Carney. Charles Clark. Jason Clunan. Aoife Marie Coffey. Maeve Coffey. Joanne Cooney. Saoirse Coppinger. Brian Corcoran. Hannah Kaur. David Cosgrove. Geraldine Francine Cruz. Adam Cullerton. Claire Mary Cummins. Alan Cunningham. Sarah Curran. Emma Daly. Sign Daly. Lorraine Delaney. Leah Doherty. Quiva Marie Doherty McLaughlin. Frances Cahill Dolan. Anna Mary Duffy. Emily Jane Dunican. Laura Dunley. Molly Dunlop. Rosanna Igazarova. Sarah Ellis. Laura Fannerin. John Oliver Howard Fernhead. Dominic Niall Fayery. Tara Ferns. Nicholas Ferraris. Laura Rosemary Finn. Madeline Clare Finnegan. Michelle Fitzgibbon. Zach Fitzsimons. Anya Alice Flaherty Jordan. Emma Mary Flynn. Laura Fury. Roman Stefan Dennis Gadieu. Aoife Gallagher. Michaela Gallagher. Ushan Gallagher. Emma Gallen. Colin Garrett. Grace Orla Garvey. Kelly Gavigan. Evelyn Gichelle. Alexandra Gornica. Marie Greeny. Megan Greenwood. Quelan Grurk. Chloe Grimes. Sorry about that. Rachel Sinead Guy. Kira Hackett. Kyra Ann Hamilton Byrne. Alana Hamroke. Emily Haughey. Brian James Haverty. Aoife Hayden. Zachary Hayes. Mia Hay. Orla Hogan. Quiva Holland. Neve Mary Howley. Rory Howlin. Alan Paul Hughes. Neve Sinead Joyce. Mariam Cameron. Moraid Kavanagh. Daniel John Keane. Anya Kira Kelly. Colleen Kelly. Jessica Kelly. Amy Kenny. Olivia Kenny. Sean Patrick Keys. Breege Kilroy. Samuel Kirby. Katarzyna Isabella Kowalewska. Livetta Kulavisiuti. Con Michael Laffin. Aisling Laffey. Niall Lang. Kate Amy Leahy. Rachel Leddy. Maria Lipsianu. Ayana Bettina Lumile. Katie Louise Lynch. Molly Alice Marr. Natalia Makosa. Joanne Marie Malone. Sandra Martin. Ava Matthews. Maria Morn. Samuel Bernard Maxwell. Ashley Messiah. Abigail McAllister. Rena McBride. Luke McCarthy. Maya Sophie McCarthy. Patrick Gerard McCall. Dean Francis McDevitt. Neve McCoy. Connor Dennis McGivney. Daria McGlynn. Hannah Charlotte McGrain. Holly McHugh. Erin McKillican. Laura McLaughlin. Rachel McNamara. Neve McQuillan Hughes. Claire McShay. Jack McDonough. Kelly McMahon. Maria Luisa Medeiros Machiera. Rory James Melody. Akhil Menoj. Kirsten Monaghan. Emily Morris. Orla Mullaney. Anya Neve Murphy. Jadzia Ann Murphy. Tara Murphy. Rasheen Murray. Ronan Murray. Cian Patrick Nocton. Niamh Aisling Newman. Obadiah Niabitsi. James Noley. Jennifer Noonan. Carmel O'Brien. Nessa O'Brien. Rourke O'Quivon. Andy O'Connor. Joshua O'Connor. Rosie O'Donnell. Quiver O'Donoghue. Matthew O'Donohoe. Shauna Catherine O'Dwyer. Rebecca O'Kane. Sarah Teresa O'Neill. Lorheen O'Reilly. Grace Elizabeth O'Reilly. Anna O'Sullivan. Katrina O'Sullivan. Owen Noel O'Sullivan. Jeremiah Chibutso Obiekwe. Willow Katie O'Brien. Niamh O'Kane. Ailsa Oosterbarn. Fia Camille Polioutre. Quiver Mora Power. Caitlin Proctor. Adam Ali Qatari. Jack Allen Rafferty. Sasha Anna Robinson. Jordan Samuel Rogers. Magdalena Michelle Rudden. Waleed Salim. Catherine Sheehan. Tom Sheridan. Hannah Kate Silk. Danica Skorich. Sheila Patricia Slattery. Matthew Sleman. David Ryan Slevin. Ryan Kevin Smith. Sarah Stewart. Mark Talon. Breda Tiernan. Amy Mai Tui. Ayeva Vanarate. Rialta Victory. Kaylee Walsh. Owen Walsh. Sean Walsh. Martin Michael Ward. Luke Mark Winters. Colin Wren. Eva Zakate. Honours Bachelor of Science in Biomedical Science, Kumal Abbas Syed. Maria Afgenchu. Laura Ahern. Hafsa Ahmad. Nell Allison. Mark Boyle. Mairead Cook. Daniel Curran. Jessica Diskin. Aoife Doherty. Ushan Benan Dolan. Michelle Domakoze Dubé. Miriam Fleming. Kieran Andrew Flynn. Dervla Foley. Chantel French. Ellie Mae Gallagher. Connor Galilee. Thomas Gilheany. Hannah Grace. Adam Holohan. Aaron Zuriel Jayakumar. Aditya Yoshi. Daniel Christian David Noop. Nina Iveta Kulchika. Rebecca Marie Lane. Kieran Lee. Kira MacDonald. Leo Van Ganugden McFarlane. Emily Macken. Jane Ann McNamara. Ryan McNellis. Aidan Maloney. Kira Mulroy. Sive Ni Quivorn. Maura Ni Freehill. Aoife O'Connell. Anton O'Connor. Sean O'Grady. Osamudiaman Todoneo Joshua Okoduda. Jessica Patton. Timothy Regan. Adam Points. Lauren Margaret Roche. Saoirse Ryan. Freya Ryan. Feroce Mahmoud Shafin. Emma Tour. Charlotte Walsh. Paris Covey Weavers. Edel Williams. Honours Bachelor of Science in Biopharmaceutical Chemistry, Luke Adams. Nina Boateng. Jin Ming Coffey. Maeve Geraldine Crow. Kira Ian. Roisin Flannery. Kieran Paul Farrell Gilhool. Shanine Graham. Rachel Alice Hamill. Aisling Harty. Stephen Hochter. Quaileen McGee. Kieran McGrory. Katie Jane McHugh. Carla O'Byrne. Ema Rafter. Declan Gerard Shanahan. Sarah Rose Sheehan. Honours Bachelor of Science in Biotechnology, Paula Azagra. Esna Brennan. Michael Brosnan. Aaron Thomas Clark. Sarah Ann Clark. Jack Martin Dolan. Clodagh Yvonne Duffy. Sophie Grauman. Charlene Harley. Finian Heaney. Brian Igoe. Kerry Maria Lloyd. Aoife Lyons. Emma Malloy. Kieran Nevin. Keith Patrick O'Connor. Sorika Henshie O'Donnell. Oren O'Donoghue. Ben Dara O'Gorman. Gavin Luke O'Reilly. Sarah Phillips. Sarah Smith. Daniel Thomas Walsh. Elijah Whelan. Bachelor of Science. Presento vobis hasce mias filias quas omnes sio tam moribus quam doctrina habiles et idonias esse que admittanto ad gradum baccalaureatus in scientiae, eque tibi fide mia testor expondeo totique academiae.
Aigo auctoritate mihi concessa, admitto vos ad gradum baccalaureatus in scientiae.
Lauren Ford Kelly. Sarah Lochnan. Master of Science. Presente vobis hosce mios filios quos omnes sio tam moribus quam doctrina habiles et idonios esse qui admittanto ad gradum magisteriae scientiae, eque tibi fide mia testor expondeo totique academiae.
Ego auctoritate mihi concessa, admitto vos ad gradum magisteriae scientiae.
Robert Ferguson. Henrique Francisco Perez. Master of Science in Agri-Biosciences, Margaret O'Donnell. Michaela Quinn. And one late addition, Honours Bachelor of Science in Biomedical Science, Adam Holohan. Thank you and congratulations, everyone.
Pre honorabilis praeses, ceremoniis rit confectus, finem quaeso facias heius convocationis universitariae. I'll just hand you over now to Dr. Helen Marr again. Thank you.
That concludes the formal ceremony today, and the President will shortly make his address before you go out for light refreshments in the Human Biology Building, which is located to the right as you exit this building. Before that, I would ask you to join me in thanking those people whose hard work and professionalism ensure that a ceremony such as this runs smoothly, and in particular, Brona Clifford and the Conferring team, as well as Tara Layden and Academic Registry. In addition, let me thank staff from Buildings and Estates, the President's Office, administrative staff from college and school offices, audiovisual staff from the Centre for Excellence in Learning and Teaching, the Marketing and Communications Office, Agus an Service Astrucán. And to you, the graduates, I would like to say, go now and make the most of the qualification you've gained and the life and road ahead of you. Bonagi sult ní amháin os an lá atá aniu ann, ach os an saoil atá roimh amach chomh. I would now like to introduce the President of the University of Galway, Professor Ciarán O'Hogarty, whose speech will conclude the ceremony.
Thanks, Helen. Go mbeadh maith go bhfuilig agus tá fáilte roimh an seo mar an ón agus an aimse go bramar atá sé. Tá mí dana bhródú lasah. It's a very proud day for us all and a very important day. So all more díobh wenge ar an lá mór díobh hain. This is, as you may know, a very important time of the year for us as well, because you might have realised coming in that the campus is getting ready for another academic year. The tours have already started for our students coming in. And we're planning already in our own minds around this time of year for the start at the beginning of September. And we have the graduation today. So for us it represents a great changing of the guard. Rahmore and Thiel. Things are changing again, and we have one year passing and another year opening up again. And it's puts us all in good form, days like today, because it reminds us why we're here. We're here for our students and we're here for you, our graduates. And I'd like to thank you all for joining with us today. Tá mé donna bhuaigtí vas velling in Shahanu, ar lá mór seo doing hain, ar lá mór seo díobhse. And you may also know that this university is around this time celebrating 175 years. So it depends on when you pick various dates. You can pick when the quad was started, when the quad was finished, when the first students arrived in Galway, or when the first graduates graduated. But around 175 years. This university has been here in this place, for this place. And we recently had a ceremony in the British Ambassador's residence in Dublin, where he brought together the Queen's Colleges. So in the mid-1840s, 3 universities or colleges were established: Queen's College Galway, which is now University of Galway, Queen's College Cork, which is UCC, and Queen's College Belfast, which is Queen's University Belfast. And we were there to celebrate together. We were slightly interrupted by COVID, some even more important things interrupted by COVID, as we know, but we were together to celebrate that occasion of around 175 years of the Queen's Colleges and universities as they now are in existence. And after the ceremony, I said to my counterparts in Queen's and in Cork that we should think maybe of a counterfactual history, which have come in vogue in the last decade or so. What if this hadn't happened? So what if Galway, Cork and Belfast hadn't been established when we were where we were? How the world might be different as a consequence. And it's a nice way to think. As you know, university presidents all the time looking to elevate or articulate or amplify the importance of universities without asking for money. It's a nice way to think about, well, what if this university wasn't here. And the first thing comes to mind for me is looking at the quadrangle itself. So that quadrangle, which you hopefully passed through on the way to taking photographs, was started in famine times, 1840s. And to me, that's one illustration of the difference that has happened in this country over those 175 years, that a university, a quadrangle built in famine times now is in a place, in an open, progressive, modern Ireland. Very, very different from that time. And there's no doubt that universities, and this university in particular, contributed to making this society, challenges though it may have still, making the society a far better place than it was when we were first established. And the Dean of Arts and myself were commenting together this morning around the first example I have. So these are all speculations. We could have many more of these, but J.R.R. Tolkien was an external examiner here in the 1920s, the author of The Lord of the Rings. And there is an argument, as there is with many other locations where he visited, that the landscape of the Burren and Connemara influenced his imagination, his imagining of the landscape of The Lord of the Rings. So how a novel or a set of novels would never have been written, or would have been written in a different context, in a different literary landscape, if this university had not been here, if Tolkien hadn't visited. William King, professor of paleontology, coined the phrase here Neanderthal man, first coined here in the late 19th century. Alexander Anderson, professor of physics and one of my predecessors, the longest serving president of this university from the 1880s to the 1930s, is said in the Dictionary of Irish Biography to have been the first to have imagined and coined the phrase the black hole in a journal article in 1920. Michael D. Higgins, President of Ireland, may never have come here from Clare or Limerick to be the first student union president, to find his activist voice, to be that strong political voice that he was. He may never have been elected for Galway West, may never have gone on to be President of Ireland. Siobhan McKenna, great actress that she was, whose father was Professor of Mathematics, may never have come to Galway, never have found her artistic presence and never have emerged as that great international actress that she was from Galway. And moving on from individuals, there are also institutions that owe their presence very much to this university. Druid Theatre, established by Gary Hines and so many other students from this university, now an international theatre of renown. Bobrow, Mockness, Galway International Arts Festival, all formed by students of this university. Taibhheart na Gaillimhe, Arklan Náisiúnta na Gaeilge, a Bunyaíc an seo sna néideag fihidi, Scoláire an Ollscoil seo, Saidir Rowan Marrick. So the whole creative architecture, infrastructure of this region of Galway, for which we are so well known and which we always must cherish and protect, all established because this university was here. That students like yourselves, graduates like yourselves, came here and made a difference. And we've always taught ourselves, and we've always known that in your own context, the medical technologies ecosystem that's here, the medical devices ecosystem that's here, owes its presence very much to this university. And this has been reinforced recently, and we always think experts are people from far away. Two Italian academics have recently written a book called Competitive Peripheries. And in that book, they say there are three factors that contribute to competitive peripheries challenging what they call the capital hegemony of capital cities or main cities. And they point out particularly Galway. And one of those factors in Galway being the presence of, uniquely they mention only, University of Galway as being the reason why the medical technologies ecosystem is so strong here. The research programmes, the programmes of teaching in biomedical engineering, biomedical science, engineering and science more generally, that are here. And when I mentioned this earlier in the week, somebody else came to me and said, everybody has all their own examples, that there's a refrigeration industry here as well, which is here from the 1970s because of the mechanical engineering programmes in Galway and at this university. And that during COVID, most of the vaccines that travelled around the world were travelled in the refrigeration, the fridges here from Galway, from that company. And speaking of COVID, more contemporary times, during COVID, our connection here in research and teaching, our connection to the hospital, we dreamed up the idea of making one ventilator available for two patients. And ventilators many of the ventilators used during COVID were manufactured in Galway. We also, many of our colleagues here, joint appointments between ourselves, your college and the hospital, looked at the way technology could be used to allow patients in profound times of loneliness could contact their families. This also was because of the connection between this university and the hospital and the medical care system more generally, because University of Galway was established here 175 or so years ago. And there's one more example I'll give this afternoon, which I haven't given so far, which I think is particularly important also. That in those first days, decades, years of this university, the tendency was to go overseas to get a PhD, to get a doctoral qualification. One had to start somewhere. So William King, Alexander Anderson, all went overseas for their initial education. Now, in this university, we have an infrastructure, an architecture, a critical mass of education in doctoral research. That means people either stay here or come here. And we have particular examples of that today. I just want to point out in particular, I'd bring the list again to mention their names, but we have Dr. now, Huckendorfer and Dr. Mandel, as examples, as exemplars to us all of the change that had happened, that could not have been here, that was not here 175 years ago. And we also have, and we have the honour to have a higher doctorate in published works in the sciences, Maria Byrne, who I understand comes to us from Sydney today in order to join with us in this ceremony, and we're particularly honoured to have her here with us. And that comes from another change in that the Queen's Colleges transmogrified in the 1920s into the National University of Ireland, which is now Galway, UCC, as well as Queen's College Cork, University College Dublin and Maynooth University. And I sit on the Senate of the National University of Ireland. I know the rigour that we have to go through to establish the higher doctorate for published works in the sciences as we're presenting today. It goes through external review, expertise in the area, in the field. That's rigorous and independent. Comes back to a committee of the Senate and then to the Senate itself. And today, I think it's a great exemplar for me of where this university has come to and where this university has made a contribution. That what we didn't have 175 years ago, what wasn't even a tradition 50 years ago, that people come here now to finish a doctoral degree, that people come here to be recognised for a higher doctorate based on a life's work. And we're particularly honoured to have that occasion here. And for yourselves, this is also an ambition in research, that research pushes the boundaries. Research looks beyond the horizon, as we always do in Galway. We see the horizon every day, and like all great adventurers, like all great explorers, all great researchers, we wonder what's on the other side. And research is what made the teaching experience, the learning experience for you, what it was, and hopefully what it will be in the future. And that's also a significant change from that time. But I mentioned COVID in particular, and I think Dean mentioned as well, that this has been a very challenging time more recently. That quadrangle, I often think, has, as I mentioned, survived famine, has survived land wars in the late 19th century, has survived a war of independence, a civil war, 2 world wars, and then more recently COVID. And we can't say that COVID was the worst time, because we weren't here in all those other times, but we can say it was one of the most challenging times for this university. And you came through that with us. Your teaching was interrupted, your learning was interrupted, our research was interrupted. The campus was closed, but the university was not. And I'd like to thank you all for, first of all, choosing to study with us, for staying the course, and most of all for being here today, having had particularly challenging times. Amana dúthlánacht, ach lá cinúnach gniu doing illig, Wilshevin Shaw. So thank you very much for being on that journey where you prepared not for rough seas, but in rough seas. And I congratulate you for it. Cogordagus Levillig. Thank you. And we also know in that journey that our students, now our graduates, have happy times and sad, good times and bad. And during those times they were supported by many of you here in the hall, friends, family and fans. Many of those who couldn't be with us or who may be with us online. We must also remember those with us in spirit. So on behalf of the university, on behalf of our graduates today, I'd like to thank you too for supporting them in these very challenging times and for being with us today as part of this very important day on their journey. Thank you. And finally, as President of the University, I get the chance every so often to thank my colleagues. So har Maroctar an Old School Shaw, har Cowan the Hull School Alig, har Cowan Pubble the Hull School, Wallam Wicks go all and our Golak Alig at Ton Shaw New, each should not fager Velling. In these challenging times, our colleagues kept the mission of this university going on laptops, tabletops, kitchen tops, and on behalf of yourselves and on my own behalf, on behalf of the university community more generally, I'd like to thank all our colleagues, academic, professional staff, technical staff, all of those in the university who make this university the great place it is, 175 or so years after it was established. Thank you. And this is the fifth ceremony of this week, and people often say at the end of it is, it must be very tiring for you. It's actually not. It's very energising. It's a great day, as I mentioned at the beginning, for us all, but each of you brings a great energy, brings your own personality to the stage. Some of you come gingerly up worrying about the hats falling off. Some come with great enthusiasm. Some come with a smile. Some come nervously. Some come with comments about my tie or about the rig out or other things. And it's an energising day for us all. It's a day where you bring your own personality. But what's important about that is, as this university has its own story for the last 175 years, so do you. And you are the story of this university for the next 10, 20, 175 years. Who knows what quiet contributions were made in the last 175 years that went unnoticed, what research was done, what teaching, what caring, what bridges were built, what roads were built because of the graduates of this university, how civic society was different because of the graduates of this university. And just as this university has its own story for the last 175 years, that's your story, and the next 175 will be yours too. Who knows in this room what quiet contribution you'll make, quietly or publicly, privately or noisily, how you'll make your contribution. But it's your contribution to make. Only you can make that contribution by being the human beings you are, the best you can be. And I wish you the very best in that. I'll finish with words from Seamus Heaney, who mentioned when he was teaching in Carysford College in Dublin, what he said to his students, which I think is always apt on an inflection point like today. He said that we are here to develop your capacities. Your destinies are your own. And today, I hope we can reflect on that this university, 175 or so years old, has developed your capacities. Your destinies are now your own. Thank you.